Hi guys and girls, Gallifrey Forever 97 here. Welcome to today's video. We're going to be reviewing the brand new 13th Doctor Adventure Doll, which comes with a sonic screwdriver accessory. This is from Character Options. This is a new 10-inch line that we may see more of. And they did do this back in the R2D era, releasing dolls. We haven't seen one of these styles of figures since the Matt Smith Toys R Us exclusive back in 2011. But it's a really neat toy, so I'm going to be taking a look around the packaging and then be opening her up and going through the detailing of the clothes, the sonic screwdriver, and all that great stuff. So let's take a look at the packaging. So the packaging is a sort of TARDIS shaped box. On the left hand side you've got one of the doors of the TARDIS, the new design for the 13th Doctor. As you can quite clearly see, it's a translucent plastics. You can see the doll quite clearly. As you can see, you've got the sonic screwdriver displayed up here in sort of like a red dot. The background is yellow with the transparent TARDIS. Got the really important stuff down at the bottom. So you've got the new TARDIS, like a 3D design of it there. New Doctor Who logo, says with sonic screwdriver, 5+. The 13th Doctor Adventure Doll and the Character Options logo. Again on the side you've got the Doctor Who logo as well. At the bottom you've got some Time Lord symbolism, which is sort of quite a different design than we've usually seen, so that's really cool to get a glimpse of that. On the back, at the top you've got Doctor Who logo and sort of bio on the 13th Doctor, which if you pause you can read now. Again we've got a really cool sort of prototype version of the 13th Doctor displayed on the back, which to be honest looks better than the professional upscale version, which costs like 200 quid. I think this looks better than the promotional image you've seen. Again we've got a bigger sort of version of Sonic, which is a shame because this is, I think, is like the toy Sonic. The smaller Sonic we've got doesn't have any of the orange lighting, but more about that later. On the background we've got some sort of purpley space background. Down here it says with real fabric clothes and new sonic screwdriver accessory, and down the bottom obviously you've got the Gallifreyan symbolism and some copyright garbo over there. So let's get Jodie out of the packaging and review the doll. I just want to showcase how getting the packaging is a difficulty. It's not one of those items which you can sort of put back in the box for display purposes. Once she's open, that's it, you can't really restore the box. I just want to show you how much they've tied her in. They've put 2 straps at the bottom and 2 at the top, and obviously up here as well for the Sonic. They've got quite good with the sort of ties. This is sort of like a step backward for me. And here she is out of the packaging. I'd say I'm really in love with this doll. I think the sculpt of Jodie Whittaker is fantastic. I really love the expression they've used. Hopefully when we see the character, which was 5.5 inch release of this figure, that they use sort of the same sculpt. First up, let's take an up and down look at the doll. As I mentioned, I think the face sculpt is absolutely brilliant. I think it's a really good likeness of Jodie. So starting at the top with the hair, and she's got the sort of black highlights going through her blonde hair, as you can see at the top, sort of going through to the back as well, and obviously around the side, and going down around a sort of Matt Smith style quiff of hair. As you can see, we've got the detailing of the ear piercings. Obviously you've got sort of one small one up here and one sort of going all the way around to the ear at the bottom. Say obviously great expression, their eyes are absolutely brilliant, the eyebrows are even better. Yeah, it's just absolutely great likeness to Jodie. I say the only gripe really is the t-shirt. As you can see going down, it is quite a bit exposed. It would be nice if they maybe put it a bit tighter to her neck. On the back obviously we've got the hoodie, which is posable. Obviously you can put around her, she's got like in the posters. Unfortunately it doesn't really sort of go all the way. You have to sort of hook it around her hair to sort of clip it on, and that's the, you're probably not meant to do that, but that's the sort of knack I've got. Otherwise if you just put it, it sort of just looks like a really big hoodie and unrealistic. So that's sort of the best way to sort of clip it on to her hair. It's great to have a posable hoodie. That's the sort of joys of having sort of fabric clothing. Going down to the top, we've got the distinct sort of rainbow pattern. Obviously taking off the jacket, you can see her golden braces, which as you can see behind are sewn onto the back of the t-shirt. And so obviously you can see a bit of the white fabric, so she ain't got sort of short sleeves. There is like a white sleeve going down to the bottom. Obviously you can see the pattern sort of goes all the way around the t-shirt, which is great. Going on further, as you can see, the line of the jacket continues the rainbow pattern, which I never noticed on the costume before, until obviously you got the doll, and now I've seen it in every picture ever, so it's like, why did I miss that? Going down the bottom, we've got the 3/4 length trousers. We've got the thing here which has got Velcro on, and I don't know why, unless they're going to sort of be able to do different sort of clothes. I don't know what the point of that is really. obviously going down, so these are all sort of sewed back on. As you've just seen, I think the legs are quite weak at the joints. So every time you sort of pose it, you have to sort of click it into place. I don't know if that's just with my version, but I just felt it's sort of like the weight, obviously, of the top half of Jodie isn't sort of very good on the legs. Going down, you've got a sort of blue socks, which are fantastic. There's great detail on the boots. You've got the little ties, the little sort of knots to put them through. We've got a black lining underneath. Yeah, it's just really nice detailing on the shoes. Going to the back, you've got these little cuffs here, which is great detailing, obviously little straps up here. So yeah, obviously you can't really take these off, which is good because it gives the doll more standability. Go on the jacket, on the sleeves, you've got the black lining going around. Got a little pocket, again with black lining. Unfortunately, the pockets aren't like the TARDIS, they're not big on the inside, they are sewn, so you can't really put the sonic screwdriver in there, which is a shame. That would have been really cool. And that's for both pockets. Again, you've got the black line on the other side as well. Obviously here you've got the posability of the sonic to place in there, and her hand is obviously just sort of open on her left. Going round to the back, the jacket is sort of sewn on here, and there's a little sort of strap. Obviously you can open it slightly here, and it can obviously go right up, so you can sort of do the flapping cape. You could cut this, I guess, if you want to have a full flapping jacket, but obviously it's just good to have because it ties it back, otherwise it'd just be all over the place. Going on to articulation now, and the head can do a full 360. It's very, very tight, but it can do a full 360. Just be careful, because the quiff is sort of like a separate piece, so don't put too much strain on that. The head can go up and down, so you can have a sort of looking down and obviously looking up very so slightly. The arms can go up, down, out to the sides. They are ball jointed. Obviously the fabric is restricting it to a certain extent. Got joint movement, and the hands on a ball joint, so you can sort of do any sort of turns you want it to. Obviously full 360. Again, exactly the same with this arm and hand as well. Can't do a full 360 because obviously these are attached on, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. The legs can go out to the side fully, back and forth. Actually, they've got a sort of joint to sort of up and down the legs, and the shoes can do a full 360 as well. So this is the sonic screwdriver accessory she comes with. Similar to the actual sonic screwdriver toy we got in the UK, there isn't that much detailing on it. It would have been nice if they could have painted the sonic orange going all the way through. I think that would have really brung out this accessory, but unfortunately it's just been painted silver, which is quite simple for character to do. It would have been nice if they could have put that better detailing in, just to bring the prop to life. Would have been cool maybe if they included two Sonics, one like this and one with the orange emitter on, obviously, which goes from the top to the bottom of the Sonic. So that is a shame. However, yeah, it's a pretty decent mould, but it's just a bit lifeless. As you can see, this is the hand in which the Sonic goes in. Unfortunately, similar to the character options figures, the Doctor can't really do the full Sonic pose. Obviously, if you stretch his arm fully out, you can only just sort of do that. You can't have it so it's like it's pointing out like that way. It would have been nice, obviously, because you'd have a ball jointed thing, which would have been nice if they could have done that. However, you just sort of have this basic pose. Doing a comparison now, we obviously have the Series 2 and Series 3 dolls from over 10 years ago. So we've got the Dalek Hybrid, the Cyber Controller, regular Cyberman, 10th Doctor, and Novice Haim. As I say, you can definitely see how much of an improvement they've made over the last 10 years production wise. Obviously the 10th Doctor is appalling, but it's really cool actually because you can have Jodie face off against the Cybermen and the Dalek Exec Hybrid, if you've ever wanted to think of that. But seeing all these dolls together makes you sort of think about what other releases they could do in this sort of format of the doll 10-inch range. For Jodie, maybe see Friends and the new Aliens and Monsters she encounters in Series 11. So who knows what this will bring. What are my overall thoughts on the 13th Doctor Adventure Doll? Well, I think it's an absolutely brilliant release. Again, I think the likeness of Jodie is absolutely great. The clothing accessories are absolutely amazing. It's great to have sort of realistic fabric with these dolls. I say the sonic screwdriver is a bit of a letdown. It would have been nice if they could have painted orange to have the emitter, but apart from that it's a bit lifeless. But apart from that, I think it's a really, really great release. I think the detailing on the doll is really, really nice. It's great to have as Jodie doll. before the series. And if there's anything to go by, I can't wait to see what character do with the 5.5 inch release of the 13th Doctor. So I hope you enjoyed my review. Please comment, like and subscribe me, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. What do you think of the Jodie Whittaker doll? Have you picked yours up yet? You can get it from Amazon, Forbidden Planet, any sci-fi shops really. But let me know any of your thoughts on the product in the comment section below. So thank you very much for watching, guys and girls, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.